BeatStars.com. 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 BeatStars.com.
Check. What's going on, everyone? As always, let me know if you can hear me. I'm a big fan of that playlist that BeatStars curated for that timer. But I'm waiting because I've been doing like I did a stream recently on YouTube for the first time and used an entirely different mic. Okay, thank you, Jay. All right, thank you, Classy. All right, you can hear me. Okay. Before I bring on our special guest, I have two more announcements. The first one, oh God, Bufo. The first one I've mentioned before. The deadline is fast approaching. It's the Jaleel opportunity, so you can get a placement with him. He wants new wave, high energy beats that have an element of sound design. Examples of sound would be adjacent to Playboy Carti, Yeet, and Lil Uzi Vert. And you can submit and find more info on the link that Marcus just posted in the chat, so I don't have to say it. It's beatstars.world/ a whole bunch of other stuff. Click on it. It's in the chat, and it's also pinned below. The other announcement is that the new BeatStars Discord is live. If you haven't been invited to join that Discord, consider yourself invited now. Marcus is going to post the link in the chat because that's a super long link that I'm definitely not going to be able to verbally express to you. So click that link, join the BeatStars Discord. I'm on it finally. I know I'm late. And now let me bring on our special guest, AngelLaCiencia, who is a producer that, man, I've never spoken to you before in my life. How are you feeling, man? Thank you for coming on here.
Thank you for inviting me, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. Perfect.
Cool. Thank you for inviting me, man. It's a pleasure to be here, man. For real.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I didn't think you were going to say yes because I guess I looked into it. You're not as mysterious as I thought because there are a lot of producers, the top selling guys that just really brand themselves well, but it's based mostly on the music. So people like you or Oh Boy or Dilly Got a Bump, and it's just crazy to get a response and then to have you here, live. So I appreciate that. You're FL Gang, right?
Yeah, FL Gang.
Okay. Well, let's talk FL
so
then.
it's been a minute.
Since 2008?
Yeah.
Is that what you started with, or were you?
Yeah, I started 2008, 2007, 2008. So yeah.
Okay. What are your favorite VSTs or plugins to use?
My favorite right now, Contact. For nice, instrument. Contact. Serum. I don't know if I pronounce it right. Serum.
They're good.
For like tropicals, sounds, all that stuff, blogs, Which one else? And now the Analog Lab. The Analog Lab, the one that comes with everything together. That's a fire.
Yeah, the one that I don't have. But I know it's dope. I know it is.
And you can have it on the Splice. It's I think it's like $25 a month. So you have access to all the sounds.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's what you do? You rent it?
Yeah, I ran it to Splice. Almost all my plugins, I ran it to Splice, and then just let it go because they frequently. So you
Yeah.
just paying for that, and then after you finish paying, they send you the zero
Serial number.
whatever, yeah, zero
Got it.
number, and then you just register, and that's it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, good advice to producers who want these because some of these plugins are expensive, but 25
Yeah,
a month
that's
is
even though if you're making money online and all that stuff is it's not worth it, like paying all the just once. Just you can rent it, for a little bit, and then you can try it out. If you don't like it, you can just cancel, because sometimes you buy a plugin, because that happened to me. I bought the Omnisphere. It was like almost, Omnisphere with all the expansion, all that stuff. It was like $1,000 something,
Ooh. Ooh.
and then I don't use it anymore. So it's like I just spend
Mm.
that money for no reason. It's just like just try it out, and then if you like it, they have good sounds. Just pay monthly, and that's it.
That's interesting because a lot of producers love Omnisphere. What didn't you like about it?
I mean, it's like everybody's using it. Like it's like everybody use the same song. So when someone play a beat with Omnisphere sounds, you can tell that it's Omnisphere.
Mm.
Especially the plug. The plug that I don't remember the name, but it's like one plug that everybody use. I was like crazy. Everybody
Yeah,
using
the
it.
one that is detuned. I know what you're talking about. What
Yeah,
is it
yeah,
called? Oh man, it's it's like swamp something. Doesn't it have the word swamp
yeah.
in it?
It's so crazy. So I was like, you know what? Let me try. With the Analog Lab. Serum has good, sounds over there.
This one.
Contact.
This one. Sorry, in memorandum. There's another one that that lo-fi made that had like the word was swamp or something in it, and it was similar, and a lot of people were using that too. But yeah, that sound is everywhere,
Yeah,
everywhere.
it's crazy.
It's a
Memorial,
good
yeah,
sound
memorial.
though.
Yeah,
Whoever
yeah, it's a
whoever
good one.
designed that
But
sound, yeah.
everybody start using it, and it's like it's like no more. Like don't get me wrong. Sometimes I go to Omnisphere, use some bass line, like the Reese bass or something, because Omnisphere got good scenes and all that stuff. But it's not like I'm like prefer or go to Omnisphere.
Sure, sure. So let's get into numbers. You have 1,193 beats uploaded to BeatStars. How many beats do you upload a week?
I upload every day.
Every single day you
No,
upload
no
one
day
beat
off.
or more
Yeah.
than one?
No, just one beat. I've been uploading like two beats because I have another channel or another YouTube channel that I'm testing out. Like trying to see which keyword is best, which keyword is like trending or whatever. So sometimes I upload like one in the morning and one in the afternoon. So that's the time I upload on different channel. But I usually upload every day just one beat for my main channel. That's it. I've been doing that for the last 2 years. So yeah, every day.
Okay, I definitely want to talk YouTube with you a lot coming up. But how many beats do you make a day? Obviously more than one, right? To
Yeah,
stay
yeah.
on
Sometimes I
schedule.
make sometimes I make like 4 or 5. That's depend, because I'm not only make like trap beats. I make all this style, all the genre. So let's say for now, right now I'm on Orlando, Florida. I live in Cali, but I'm here in Orlando working with my friend on one of his projects. So when I travel, I try to make the most beats as I can. So when I'm doing all this, I have everything set up for YouTube, so I don't miss one day. So that's
So
what I
you're
do.
scheduling all your uploads in advance.
Yeah, sometimes I do it in the morning early because I have a schedule. Certain time I drop every day at the same time. So sometimes I wake up early, but I just upload the beat to YouTube and schedule. But I already have the beat ready and the video ready, so just upload it. It's like 10 minutes.
What is your daily routine? How do you structure your days to be so productive?
Man, I wake up 7:30 every day. Sometimes I just coffee, the regular, just coffee, take a shower, eat something, and then just sit in the computer and start making beats. If I haven't upload or schedule any beats, I just do it. If I haven't made any other beat, just do it, before I upload. and then just making beats. And then if I have any session or something, I just make sure everything is in the day. I have to personal stuff too, so I try to make sure that I do everything in the morning. So morning is like, if you miss the window in the morning, is like you miss the day.
When do you make time for things like customer service or outreach, marketing, that kind of thing?
Customer service. I check my DMs every time. Like sometimes I wait for like 2 3 days. I'm not check the DMs on Instagram just to wait for people write me or something. Or when they send me a email. Sorry, when they send me an email, asking about something, or any copyrights, or what can I do with this video or with this license or whatever, I try to reply like right away. So I don't just leave it like that. No, just try to reply there. And sometimes I get busy and I can't reply, but some people don't understand that. But I just try to get back to them as soon as I can. So every time of the day, if I have time, I just check. Oh, this guy is asking for this. Okay, let me reply right back.
Yeah, customer service can be a challenge. I know for
Yeah,
me, especially when sometimes you get angry customers,
yeah, that
people who
happened to me
maybe
once.
what happened? Do you want to share what you learned from that situation, or how
I
you
mean, it
handled it?
was I don't want to talk about all the details or whatever, but it was like I in this business, like I started getting sales and views and traffic and all that stuff. It only happened like twice. I have that lucky because I never tried to I always try to reply to my customers right away, try to help them. For example, if they made a mistake, I try to send the money back, or I try to you want another beat or something. I always try to do that, but sometimes uh like I said, sometimes I'm busy or something, doing, because people think that we only make beats. We always say sitting in the bedroom making beats all day, waiting for them to to reach out to us or whatever. But we have personal stuff to do too. So I remember the last customer was like he started, he even reached out to BeatStars because I wasn't replying his email, because I was busy, and I haven't seen the emails. If they see how many emails we get every day, if you don't pay attention to the email that come through right there, you don't see it. Like it's going down. So sometimes you don't have time to check all the pages on the email. Like it's crazy. But this customer, he was talking like crazy. He was mad because I haven't replied, and he even reached out to B-Star. The B-Star team reached out to me like, hey, you have to take care of this customer because he want to take legal action, blah blah blah. I was like, but what's going on? It's crazy sometimes people, but everything was good. Everything, he understood. Everything was fine with B-Star too, with the B-Star team. They know. So I mean, thank God I haven't had any other problems. Just everything's great.
Yeah, what I find difficult is when a customer makes a mistake and they're angry, and they may send an angry email, so that I open
Yeah,
my email and somebody's cussing me out, and I'm like, whoa, okay,
yeah,
this is difficult for me to respond with a clear head. I might have to just
exactly.
take some
Yeah,
time
yeah,
away and think about it, and then come back to it after I've exercised or something. So I'm not
yeah.
in a heightened emotional state. So I guess you've been through the same thing too.
Yeah. The good thing is, like, I've been through that like twice. It's not like so many times. Like it's just
Yeah.
twice or maybe 3 times, and 2 years I've been doing this for like full time. But it's like you said. Sometimes they just send those like angry emails, and you like, okay, hold on, let me just like see what I can tell him, that we don't get into that discussion or whatever. So
Yeah.
he don't get mad, I don't get mad, and everything just we fix it everything right away. But I mean, because I've been following you for like years, and you post every screenshot about all those people that reach out to you
No, I don't
that
post
way,
every
and it's great.
screenshot.
I mean, not all of
Yeah.
them, but you post something, and I'm reading, I'm like, damn, I don't know how can you deal with that. It's like it's crazy.
I I stopped posting a lot of. I did post something the other day because it was just so weird, but a lot of it was just negative. I'm like, man,
Yeah, people are
people
so
think I'm
negative
just
today, man.
yeah, but then if I share the screenshots, people think I'm negative. I'm like, I'm not the one saying this stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm getting
yeah,
this negative. So I just kind of had to start ignoring a lot of it, and it's not really my problem if someone else is angry. That I can
exactly,
I can only handle my own business as honestly as possible. Okay, let's
exactly.
let's go back to when you first started. You said 2007 is when you first started making beats.
Yeah, because I'm from Cuba, right? So 2007, 2000, by the end of 2007, 2008, when was I discovered FL Studio? I remember it was the version 4, I guess, FL Studio 4. But I was living in Cuba. We didn't have internet. We didn't have like no Facebook, no Instagram, no not a lot. No YouTube. So it's like I went to. I remember what that was in school. I went to the computer lab. There was a teacher working on the on the FL Studio. I was like, I was curious. I was like, what's that? I sat on that computer and just look for it, and I like it. I tried to make something there, but I couldn't because the teacher was doing his stuff. But yeah, was that I started with FL4 2000. By the end of 2007, 2008. So I didn't have computer and none of that, but I just every time I had every chance I had on that time to go to the computer lab and they let me go in, I just hop on the computer and just try to make something till I have the opportunity to have a computer and go all in.
Did you have a musical background before you started making beats, or you just taught
No,
yourself? Okay.
I just taught myself. Yeah,
How did you
it was
teach
like
yourself chords? Because it's not like your beats are super simple or anything. They're pretty complex,
yeah,
as far as
yeah.
beats
Because the
go.
thing is that look, the thing is that's what I tell everybody. The thing is today everything is easy. Everything is easy. You just go to YouTube. You want to learn something, you go to YouTube and you learn. Right, everything is right there. You just have to learn, have the time to learn. Right, but in that time in Cuba, I don't know if you know about Cuba, but 2007, 2008 in Cuba, we didn't have internet. It's like you disconnected from the world. Like you don't know what's going on outside. And then what I did was I did everything by ear. I was like, okay, because I started rapping. When you're young, you start like rapping in the barrio or whatever with your friends. I like music. But I had always something that when I was listening music, I was in like like focus on the song, of the music, and how they did this, how they did that. So I think that helped me a lot, because I was training my ears. Like I didn't have the resource to go to YouTube and how to learn chords or whatever. I just had to learn by ear. So what I did was I in that time was a lot of reggaeton in Cuba. A lot of reggaeton music. So like what I did was I just get the MP3 or whatever, put it on the computer, on the FL Studio, and try to replicate what they were doing. So I was like, okay, now I got this, but FL Studio doesn't have the sounds. So how can I find the sounds? So this instrument is not in FL Studio. These drums is not in FL Studio. So I started, like digging around, like going these people, with a flash memory or whatever. It's like going place to place. Hey, do you have this? Do you have that? Or how can sell me this? How much you want for this? Things like that, because you don't have internet. Just have to go around. So I think that's how I learn, man. That's how I learn chords. That's how uh I train my ears. That then after a year or two production, doing productions for my friends and all that stuff. My production started getting like a decent level, and I started working with professional artists in Cuba. So I learned from them too, because they were like musicians. They were like, okay, we were recording or making beats or something, and they were like, oh, you can do this here because this chorus, whatever, and then this vocal goes here because this, because that, all that stuff. I think that was the main. I think for making beats, that's the I don't know how to say that, but it's that, like, the principle. You have to train your ear first, and then to start going all in, I guess. I don't know.
Sure. Okay, so how long did it take for you to become a career producer after you first just starting to make beats?
Here in United States or in Cuba?
Um, I guess both, because that's interesting. There must have been a time when you could do it in Cuba, and then transitioning over to the United States, maybe the cost of living was different, so you had to adapt.
Yeah. Well, in Cuba, like I said, I started in 2007, 2008. So it took me like, let's say, 2 years, to get to a level to where I'm working with, because my music, they say, okay, you got decent level now, you're good now, let's work with these people. So it took me like 2 years to get to that level, so I can start working with professional artists in Cuba, in my area. So because I was recording and making beats for my friends. So what we used to do, it was like, okay, we finish the music, we go to the place on where they play music, and there's a lot of people. We just pay the DJ to play the music, and people were like, oh, who made that beat, who made that music. So that started like going around for people. So that was in Cuba. 2010 was when it was getting good. I was working with those people, going to concert, like DJing for them too. I did a lot of stuff till 2013. That when I came to Cuba, from Cuba to United States, so 8 years ago, right? Like every immigrant that comes to United States, I still having passion for the music and all that stuff, but I had to start working on something different, like a warehouse, something, because you have to help your family, you have to pay bills, and just it's a new country, new country, new language, new everything. It was like I was telling my mom, I was like, you know what, I want to go back. you know, I want to go back to Cuba because I have everything over there. I was popular. I was like, everybody knew who AngelLaCiencia was. It was a difficult time. But 2013, I came and then started working on a regular, warehouse and all that stuff. And then it was 2017 when I decided to, like, you know what, this is not what I want. I got to go all in on the music. I saw, in that time, 2016, 17, it was like Cash Money AP, Taz Taylor, Nick Mira, all those people, like posting all those screenshots, how much they're making or whatever. I was like, you know what, I can do it because I know music, I know how to make beats and all that stuff. And just, let me go in. So that was what I did.
So when did you sign up for BeatStars?
I don't remember, but I think it was like 15, 16, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. And then how long did it take you to actually start getting enough money to support yourself?
Let's say 2017, August 2017, 18, 19. By the end of by 2018, I started making money. Because I quit my job on the 17, right? So it took me like the end of the 17 till, like, let's say a year to the middle of the 18, when I started making money online on YouTube. But in that time, I was making like reggaeton beats on YouTube, reggaeton type beats on YouTube. But in that time, reggaeton beats, it was, they were getting traffic, but they weren't as popular as they are now, right? So I was like, you know what, let me change, to the trap beats, like the freestyle or whatever. It took me like the 18 to the end of the 19. I mean, December to 19. So when I was, seeing real like progress, like traffic, money, and all that stuff.
So
So it took me like
2019.
yeah, like 2 years
Right.
and a half, 3 years. Yeah.
Okay. So what happened around that time? I mean, it sounds like you transitioning over to a different genre helped. What else helped? Did you start uploading more? Did you start marketing better? What changed?
Man, it was difficult because the YouTube algorithm, when you just stop doing something and change like that, it's like, okay, what, this is a different audience. What's going on here. So it took a minute, but I had to learn. Believe me, I had to learn the trap music. Like because I'm Latin. I'm from Cuba. I make another type of genre. So I was like, okay, let me study. How these beats, the arrangement, the melodies, the drums, the bounce, all that stuff. So it wasn't easy. It was hard, but I really like that part because that time I was having a hard time on those years because it was something, a lot of stuff going on in the personal life. Because when you go all in on this, it's not like right away. It just take time. Nothing happened overnight. So that helped me to learn more the from trap beats and all that stuff. Plus to learn more about YouTube. Because I was studying YouTube. I was like, oh, how can I do this? How can I do that? How they get so many views? So it wasn't easy, but it worth it. It was worth it.
Where are most of your beat buyers coming from? Would you say, is it YouTube? Is it Marketplace? Is it something else?
Worldwide.
Well, I mean, what platform are they coming
Oh, YouTube,
because of
YouTube,
YouTube?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Let's say 75% YouTube and 25% BeatStars.
Okay.
Because when you start getting traffic from YouTube, it's like that help getting traffic on BeatStars too. Because sometimes BeatStars help you and repost one of the track from YouTube and then to the marketplace, and that help you a lot too. So shout out to BeatStars too. That's the best platform, man.
Okay, good. And Bufa has a question about using keywords in Spanish. Do you do that?
A question? What is the question? Actually, no, I don't. No, bro, I don't using Spanish keywords on the videos. I'm not using Spanish keyword. I'm using the American keywords. English keyword.
Yeah, I've used some Spanish keywords sometimes because there's some of them are lower competition, but they're not really.
Yeah, because the thing is, about. I mean, I know you want to ask about YouTube, but the thing is, when you go for low competition, it's because there is no traffic. When it's low competition, there is no traffic. So you have to go for. It's difficult. It will take a time. It's not like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go for the high traffic and you will get like thousands of views or likes or sales or whatever. But when you go for the low competition, it's because there is no traffic. If there is it's low competition. It's because nobody's doing it or nobody's searching for it. It's like
Mm.
you have to go for the big ones because that one are the that people are looking 24/7.
Okay, let's get into YouTube then. So right now you have over 500,000 YouTube subscribers. I think 600,000 to be precise.
I'm almost, yeah.
And you've been uploading on your channel since what, 2008 or about that
No,
time?
no, no, no. I started uploading on YouTube 2017.
Okay, so not too long ago, 4 years ago.
Yeah, but remember, I started doing I didn't know nothing about YouTube, nothing about BeatStar, nothing about that. So it was like a process. I was starting, and I started with the Latin keywords like reggaeton type beats. But then I changed to trap beats.
Okay. Did you hit 500,000 subscribers in only about a year, 13 months, something like that?
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't know. People don't want to talk about that, but I think, or I know, in the producer community, like or YouTube community or something like that, I think I did something great right there.
Yeah,
Because
I
yeah,
would say so.
I reached it just beat. I reached 500 k subscribers in, like, let's say 13 months, because it started by the end of the 19. So by January this year, I reached 500k. It was like, I don't know, for me it was amazing because I haven't seen any other producer doing that in 1 year just with beats. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, regardless, it's rare. I can't name another person who did that. So, what would you say was the main reason that so many people subscribe to you? I mean, it's. I think it's easier to get views than subscribers. I mean,
Yeah, but remember, sometimes you get views from Let me see how I explain this, because my view were coming worldwide, not just United States. So if your views are going like worldwide, let's say United States, Canada, Europe, the Spanish community too. It's like, because there is so many beats. My beats were on the Spanish community. There's a page on Puerto Rico that they call Freestyle Mania, where people get beats and they start freestyling. That's from Puerto Rico. I don't know if you have seen that page. That's a big page for like freestyling in Spanish and all that stuff. So there were a lot of people using my beats in the Spanish community too, not just American people. It's just Latin community is big, so it's more like worldwide. That's why it helped a lot, like going, so growing so fast and getting so many views so fast. Because I remember I was getting like 2 million views every 48 hours. It's like a million views every 24 hours. I remember I have videos with 14, 15 million views, and they reach a million views in 1 week. It's like, how can just a beat video can do that? It's no song, it's not that. It's just traffic, about everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that happen. It's just that converting views to subscribers is not just something that happens, naturally. So did you incentivize subscribers? Did you
If
have any
you
kind of
no, no,
okay.
it was, you know what I think what happened. It was like I was uploading every day, because remember, I was starting YouTube. I didn't change anything. I've been studying all the YouTube producer that they get views, they grow or whatever. And one thing I noticed from them is like, when they started getting views, they stop uploading. Let's say they don't stop completely, but they stop like 1 day or 2 day or maybe a week.
Mm.
Right. So when you stop, there is, remember, there is so many people waiting for you to stop. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you stop, there is another one behind you waiting for you to stop. So if they getting views and they stop 1 day or 2 days, remember the algorithm on YouTube is crazy. So you can stop, because YouTube say, okay, your channel is popular, let me recommend it more. But if you stop uploading, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that was one of the things that helped reach out 500K in one year, uploading every day.
Well, especially if you already had the momentum, because you're right. I do see a lot of producers. Just
Exactly.
I did that. I was an idiot when I first started. I was getting 100,000 views on everything that I uploaded, and then I quit for like 3 years, and I just had no regular upload schedule. So,
Exactly. You
yeah,
lose that
let's.
momentum. If you lose that momentum, it's crazy to go back to them.
So I guess I'm a translator today. So, um,
So many people, Spanish people there.
yeah, but that's cool. So I wanted to talk about this anyway, about genre specific uploads or sticking to one keyword, because your main focus. Well, I'll ask you. I'll just ask you to answer this question
Yeah.
first. Do you recommend sticking to one genre just so that the algorithm favors you?
Yeah, that's the key on YouTube. That's the key on YouTube. If you go for one, I know, because that happened to me too. Sometimes I wanted to, because I'm Latin, man. I like to do reggaeton. I like to do tropical stuff. Like right now I'm working with people that they like to do like 90, 80 pops. You know, or like the regular pop music that is something right now. So I like to do all that stuff, and I'm working with people, that they like to do that stuff. They don't like the beat that I'm making, because they are trap beats. They like all the stuff like main radio, radio pop, mainstream or whatever. I like to do all the stuff too. But my audience on YouTube, they like trap beats. I can change it. I can, I have to give them what they want. The reason for the reason that they subscribe to my channel is because they like trap beats, freestyle beats. So I can change it because that's what they want. So if you change it, it's like they will. Let's say you start getting traffic for like little baby type beat, right? And people start subscribing and you're getting views on whatever, and you stop uploading little baby and you stop uploading whatever, all the keyword. People won't like it, because when they receive the notification, they see, oh, this knowledge baby type beat, so they don't open it and they don't get engaged with the video, and then that's a bad sign for YouTube. You to say, okay, people didn't like this, so let's drop the engagement. You know, so yeah, it's definitely you have to stick with one. When you say consistency on YouTube, for me, consistency on YouTube is like uploading the same keyword every day. You know, that's the consistency I go for. Like that's what I tell everybody.
Yeah, so let's talk about keywords then. So is your main focus on YouTube to target the freestyle beat keyword?
Yeah, because look, I'm not saying that everybody can do that, but it's like my main goal was targeting keywords that never end trending. I don't know if I said it right. My main goal was targeting keywords that never stop trending, like trap beats, freestyle beats, freestyle instrumental, rap beats, hip hop instrumental type beats, free type beat. All those keywords never end trending. It's like they trending all year, 24, like 24/7 all year. So that's what was my main focus. You know, so sorry, yeah, it's like you have to go for the big keywords. If you want to have result.
Which is ironic because a lot of and I'll even hear this too. A lot of people say build up with the smaller keywords and then work towards targeting the bigger keywords. You're saying go right for the big difficult keywords and then just keep doing it over time until someone out there slips up and you get it in, and suddenly you're
Yeah.
on top of
This is the game. This is the game on YouTube. Like till YouTube start like picking up your channel and recommending it. I'm not saying that you have to do it. I don't want to be, because I've been there too. I've been watching all the tutorials, all your videos on YouTube, how to get views, all the people you have interview and all that stuff. Everybody have different talks. Like they do different stuff. Everybody's different. That was my after every research, after every video I have seen, after everything, my idea was that everybody's different. You can do it a different way. So tomorrow you interview someone that did it different, because everybody's different. But that was me. I'm not saying that you have people that are watching this have to do it. If you want to try it, try it. If you don't want to try it, try it. But for me, where is competition, there is the money. And where is the most competition, the most difficult keywords, the more difficult titles or whatever, there is traffic, there is money. So that's what I did. That was my mindset.
That's an interesting point, and that I appreciate that perspective because a lot of people.
You want to know something funny? You want to know something funny?
Yeah.
I did an interview with producer Grind, and I talk about all the YouTube stuff like we doing here and all that stuff. You can see how many producers are on YouTube right now that they are getting incredible views, incredible subscribers. After I did that interview, not everybody, but some people, they pay attention to what I said, and they start doing it, and they start going for the big keywords and all that stuff. And right now there is like 20-30 producers on YouTube getting a lot of views, a lot of results, because it's obvious, man. If there is traffic, there is competition, there is money. There is traffic, people looking for it. Like everybody have the same different way to do stuff, but that's what I did. And some people that took my advice, they are getting results right now.
I'll be damned. All right. How did you choose freestyle beat, that keyword? What research did you do to determine that keyword was
the traffic
trending?
The traffic.
But what tools did you use? Did you just
I use BeatIQ. BeatIQ. I have two body too, but I wasn't using it like how you said that, like straight for it. Like I was like, okay, let me check. Okay, freestyle type B, freestyle B. I was like two body. How's the competition? Okay, it's crazy. On red. Okay, cool. Well, BeatIQ, what's the competition? Okay, it's in red. Then I went to, that's another tool that I don't know if people know. I went to Google Trend. I always check on Google Trends, always. And I, Google Trend, they give you the, for different keywords so they can you see the graphic and the search. Google Trend. I was like, okay, Google Trend, freestyle beat. What is the and the good thing on Google Trend that they tell you the country, the traffic from the country and all that stuff, because BitIQ don't tell you which country are coming those traffic. And too bad I don't think that they do it either. So in Google Trend, they show you the traffic and the graphic, the traffic that keyword have, plus they show you the countries. So I was like, okay, freestyle beat is like, okay, worldwide. It's like Latin people, American people, Europe, all those countries over there. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna go for it.
So you mentioned this earlier, but you recently tweeted. They said YouTube is saturated. Second channel's going up. What made you start a second channel?
Look, it made me start a second channel because I'm like I said, I like to do different beats. So in my main channel, I can change it a lot. So my second channel, it was like, okay, let me try all the keywords. All the keywords that it can get me. My first thinking was like, get into placements. Like NBA, John Boy Type B, Lee Baby, all those keywords that are like industry placement or whatever. You can get placement from there because you know uh those keywords like more like placement industry or whatever. So I was like, okay, I got this channel now, let me just try to figure out which keyword I want to go in here, because I don't want to go Lil Baby today, Drake tomorrow, NBA to the day after. So that's what I'm testing. So when I upload, when I start the other YouTube channel, like I said, I don't upload there like every day, or I just don't pay attention. I just upload and let it flow. But that was the main reason that I opened the other YouTube channel, because I want to do all the type of trap beats, like melodic beats, guitar or whatever.
So what have you learned about YouTube strategy from your second channel? Because some of the beats obviously worked, some of them didn't work. What did you learn?
What I learned, the consistency, man. The consistency with one keyword that's everything. You can go wrong with that. It's like you telling YouTube, hey, I'm doing this, and this is what my channel is about. And they will eventually, it will take maybe you can upload a brand new channel, because that happened, right? That happened to other producers. They upload the first day and then they go crazy. But that's lucky, right? But maybe it can happen one day. Maybe you have to wait like a month, you have to wait like a year, like I did. I wait for 2 years. So it's like you have to be patient. And that's one thing I learned for YouTube, is that you have to be patient and consistency. But when I say consistency, it's not like uploading every day. You have to be. For me, my strategy was like, okay, at the beginning, I'm gonna be consistent with this keyword, right? And then I'm gonna upload like 3 times or 4 times a week. So let the video like flow, right? So when I start getting traffic, I'm like, okay, I'm ready every day. That's what I did. I'm not saying that everybody have to do that, but that's one thing I learned on YouTube. You have to be consistent, and be patient. That's the first thing.
Yeah, sure. So what did anything surprise you about? Because I know on your second channel you're experimenting with different keywords. Did anything surprise you? Did something work that you didn't think was gonna work?
Yeah, like Lil Uzi Vert type beats. I got videos with like 10K, 12K on videos. But like I said, I've been experimenting. I've been like uploading this type of keyword, and then I delete all the videos, and then I upload again, and then I delete all the videos. It's just like testing. Testing which one work, which one doesn't work. So yeah.
That's crazy. And you have a third channel too that's more
Yeah,
producer focused. How do you schedule your time to make content for all of these channels? I
I
mean, just
don't,
it goes
man.
back to your schedule. Sorry, go ahead.
No, no, I don't. Like for the TV channel or whatever, tutorial. I don't. It's not like I don't have time. It's like I wanna do something different. So I got some projects coming up, some stuff that I wanna, I don't wanna talk about it, but it's like I'm working on those stuff. So I wanna, I don't wanna be uploading like I already have two YouTube channels, right? The main channel and the other one that for step for testing. Maybe by the end of this year, I'm gonna take it serious that channel too because I wanna like do something great. Like for me, like a personal goal is like okay, I wanna reach this level as a producer on YouTube. Like that's why I have the other channel too. But in the TV channel, it's like I don't wanna do the same thing that everybody's doing. Like uploading the same tutorials. Oh yeah, how to make darkcore, how to make Drake type beat, how to make this, how to make that, because it's like I wanna like be something, do something different. That's what I don't upload every day over there. Like I don't take serious that channel.
Okay, but you might in the future.
Yeah, but something different. I'm working on a project for that channel. So all those videos you see there is like okay, I got like 4K subscriber there. I don't wanna them to leave. So that's why I drop every video like every month or whatever, so people know okay, he's there. He the channel is still active. That's
Yeah.
what I'm doing on that channel.
So I'm getting this question from a lot of people. Have you ever done any paid advertising at all, whether it's Facebook, Google, BeatStars, Instagram, Google? I already said
The only
Google.
the only the only advertising I do is for Instagram. That I think Instagram has the worst algorithm ever. That's the only advertise I do. It's like sometimes I upload a picture and just advertising on Facebook ads or whatever on IG. But other than that, I never done like maybe on BeatStar one or twice, but I don't see any results. So it's just like let me focus on this. You know.
Yeah, I noticed on Instagram your engagement's really high. I don't think any of your posts have fewer than 4,000 likes.
Yeah,
That's
because I've been
from
working on
advertising.
those Facebooks. Yeah, I've been working on those Facebooks. Facebooks. Even though I've been growing on IG and all that stuff, but I use not always, right? But I use Facebook ads for IG. You know.
What's your goal when you advertise an Instagram post? Because you're not selling beats through those Instagram posts, I don't think.
Yeah, my goal is like selling my brand, my
Okay.
name, Ciencia. So that's why I mostly upload like pictures of me or whatever, plus some videos that I'm working on my studio, on the other studio, or working with another producer on the studio, or working with another artist on the studio. That's my main goal because I'm marketing my brand. I want to see people that see AngelLaCiencia. Like it's not like a IG. With all the stuff. That's my goal right there. IG. But it's difficult. You know how IG works.
I don't know how IG works. That's my problem, actually.
Yeah, that I mean, I'm saying that
Yeah.
when I say that, it's like how IG is difficult. Like how IG
I'm
is
making
like
a joke.
complicated.
Yeah, it's fucked. I don't even.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like it's like you have to be crazy on IG, do some crazy stuff so you can get people that to pay attention. But that's not the case.
Yeah, I don't want to do anything that crazy. I don't know.
Sometimes
Maybe.
maybe I was thinking, yeah, let me get a island boy haircut, and maybe
Well,
I go
you
to barber.
actually are an island boy, though, so it's authentic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, you know what? Let me get a face tattoos and all that stuff. The fake, no, no tattoo, no real tattoo. Let me get some fake tattoos on my face and do like the crazy hairs or whatever. I'm gonna start doing the island boys.
Okay. Speaking of being an island boy, now I got to translate again. How did your parents respond when you told them you wanted to be a producer, and did they support you, or was there some friction?
Man, there is two different parts. The part in Cuba when I started in Cuba and the part here when I start here. So in Cuba everything was cool. In Cuba, everything was cool because Cuba is different, right? My mom supported me, my dad supported me in Cuba, but when I get here, it was different. My mom here, because I used to live with her, she it's not like she didn't believe that I could make it. It's like every parent, like every parent is like, that's bullshit. Sorry for the word, but every parent think like that at the beginning. Not all of them, but some of them. Like it's like, how can you quit your job that you're making this amount of money a month or whatever? You got a regular job, it's stable. You got this, you got that. How you can go like follow this dream that you don't know if you're gonna make it? So that's the problem for every like thing, every parent. But yeah, here it was like with my mom, it was like you losing. It was like she didn't believe me. She till day we talk, we sit in his house or whatever we talk. I'm like, you remember 3 years ago when I told you I'm gonna make it on this? She's like, I still don't believe it. It's crazy.
Maybe in 3 more years. So I noticed you used to upload beats for to SoundCloud, but it looks like you stopped a year ago. Why did you stop?
Yeah, I stopped, man. I don't know why. I to be honest, I don't know why I stopped uploading on SoundCloud. I think it's like, I don't know, too much like work. Uploading every beat on every platform every day is like, it's, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot. Are there platforms other than BeatStars, YouTube, and SoundCloud that producers should be aware of?
Ratchat. Yeah, my boy Class E, he introduced me to Ratchat, and it's a good platform too for like people like they like to freestyle at the moment or something like that. So they're doing a good job too. So I recommend uploading there too, because it's super dope too. You can get another audience too. It's depending.
Yeah, shout out to Classy. He's in here right now.
Oh, he's there. Oh, shout out Class C, my boy.
Here's a question that leads me into my question about major placements. I want to talk about major placements. So you're on the Madden 22 soundtrack.
Yeah.
That's pretty big. Tell me about that from the beginning. Tell me about making that beat and then what happened next.
Right now, that's one of the top selling beats I have on my YouTube channel on BeatStars. The thing that happened to that was like the Omereta. I don't know how to say it in English, but she got a pretty she's super dope rapper from, I think she's from ATL. She reached out to me on terms of that beat. I think it was her manager or something like that. They reached out to me because they want to buy the exclusive license. Because as you can see, if you check my BeatStar, I don't sell exclusive. Just leases. So they reached out to me and they asked for buy that beat exclusive, and I was like, I want to be honest with you, I can't sell that beat because that beat is my top selling beat right now on BeatStar on YouTube. So, it's not worth it. I'm at least if you tell me that song gonna be like number one radio, number one, billboard or some other stuff, I think about it. But if not, I can sell it. You know what I'm saying? So that was a negotiation right there. But I think after like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, they reached out to me again and they were like, "Oh, this song maybe be in this game for the next month." I was like, "Oh, that's cool." So we started, the negotiation between the modern people. They started, we did like we said that like a email with all them together. So we don't just sending email back and forth. Well, we need this, we need that. We need your information. We need your permission to use the beat, because remember the beat. They have the unlimited license, but they don't have the exclusive. So I have to allow them to use it like sync license. So it was a process. It was a nice process with them. It wasn't like a headache or none of that, but it was easy. They confirm, oh yeah, we got the green light for the song on the game. It was like, okay, cool, perfect. Where do I sign? Send me my money.
And it's still a non-exclusive license, right?
Yeah, it's still a non-exclusive license. Yeah.
So I'm glad you said that, because I get and like I've been in this music business for a long time.
Yeah.
I know how things work.
Yeah.
I get contacted by artists all the time who say things like, "Hey, I need exclusive, otherwise my distributor won't allow me to use it, or otherwise the label won't allow me to use it, or otherwise I can't sync." And I'm like, "No,
Mm.
absolutely not." So you knew that wasn't true. How did you know that wasn't true? And then, you know, a lot of producers are afraid to say no to something, so they might end up, you know, prematurely selling an
I
exclusive.
mean, don't get me wrong. I get scared too. You know, sometimes I'm think things twice. You know, it's like, oh, if I say no, you know, they maybe get mad or maybe they go for another people. But what I learned with the time, I learned from all the videos you have on YouTube on your channel, the people talking, you know, the producer grind YouTube videos, that all the producer talking about how industry work, how this work. If they want that song to be on the game, they won't put any, you know, like how you said that, they would do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like if they want it, they would do it. It's like you say no. If they don't want it, it's no, they don't want it. You know, like it's their fault. You still having the right to the beat or whatever. You know, but if they want to drop the song, they will reach out to you and they will make it happen. You know, because it's your terms. Remember, you are a producer, but you are an artist too. You made the beat. That's your creation, right? So it's like you have to be in the same position as them. It's a negotiation, you know. It's like, okay, I don't want this, you don't want that, you know. If you don't want it, you don't want it. I mean, it's like up to you, you know. If you want to drop the music on the game and you want to do it like a limited lease with the sync license, you would do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it, you know.
Yeah, I'm even seeing examples of major record labels using unlimited because the thing about it is, right? I'm making an assumption here, but I have a top selling beat that it's a collab, granted, but it's generated, you know, a, a lot of money. I don't know, tens of thousands of dollars because it's just got so popular. So your beat probably generated the same amount of money. A label's not going to give you, you know, a $30,000 advance for a beat probably, and Madden
Exactly.
probably wasn't going to give you $30,000 for the beat. So
Exactly.
why would you get rid of that money over here for a smaller amount of money over here? Is that what was happening with you, and that's why you made that decision?
Yeah, it was like uh I remember it's a sync license. It's not like how you
Yeah, it's
say
free money. It's non-exclusive. Sync licenses are
exactly,
like,
it's not exclusive. So it's like why should I sell this exclusive when I still can make money from here and make money from here, you know? It's not like yeah, it's a game, it's a placement, it's a big something big for me, especially for me that day. I was so happy, you know, like because it was my first placement and in a game, you know. It's like, okay, this is good, you know. But for me, it's like, why should I sell the be exclusive? This is big, but it's not like I want to make 1,000, 2,000, $100 for the song when it drops. You know, it's not like, you know, that's thing that people, that producers should think about it too. You know, like what
we got
happened?
we got another dick in the chat.
What happened? Where's the chat? I don't see the chat.
I mean, you don't necessarily want to see this, but well, maybe I don't know.
What he said? Tell me. I want to laugh
It's
too.
just
Tell
it's
me.
a dick, man. People just keep putting dicks in the chat. I swear to you, I can't ban them, but every now and then, this has happened maybe 4 times when I've been live. Someone just puts a dick in the chat, and we all got to look at this dick, and there it is. So let's talk more placements then, because yeah, and for anyone who speaks Spanish and not English, now you know. Thank you, Bufo. So you're a top selling online producer. I know that's a solid living. Uh, is getting major placements a priority for you right now? Is that something you're seeking?
uh, to be honest, I don't know how to say it, but it's like I want to get placement, but at the same time, I'm seeing how this thing works, and it's like I don't want to deal with that stress. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like constantly stress. It's a good stress and a bad stress. You know what I'm saying? It's not like 100% bad stress. You know,
Oh,
but it's
I
a
know what you're
stressing.
saying.
it's stressing, you know, because the good stress is like, okay, I got this song with this artist, and you know they're gonna drop it or no, but you know you get happy because it's, you know, it's a goal you have to work with that people, you know, like. But the bad stress is when you have to, you know, like uh, deal with the, you know, the clearances, or if you make a beat with another producer, the beat with another producer, and that producer doesn't have the his chat together, uh, and you have to wait for them, or you know, deal with the those artists managers, they want to, you know, a percentage of this, all that stuff, you know, like it's kind of like, okay, I want that part but I don't want that part, you know. It's like, you know, because you're sitting on home making beats and you have all the time, you know, all the time of the world to make beats and upload it to YouTube, you know, and you don't have to deal with that side, you know. But eventually we come, you know, it will come, because I haven't had any big placement, but I have big artists using my beats, you know. But you know, it's not like they went viral with the music or whatever. It's just like they use it and they just drop it like a single and that's it. But it's stressing, man.
What was an example of that? Like a big artist using your beat?
Omereta.
Well, yeah,
Omereta. Yeah, that one. There is another guy. I don't know how to say his name, but it's Killingbird, I think. I think he's from Jamaica or something.
Oh, Skillabang. Yeah. He's
He used
huge.
one of my drill beats. I don't make drill beats, and he used one of my drill beats.
Yeah,
Who
I
else?
listen to him all the time. Yeah. All right, that's dope.
Yeah, who else? I mean, there was like a couple videos, 2, 3 videos from, you know, Latin artists using my beats freestyling on the car. Like this guy, Huayna. I don't know if you heard about him. He's a reggaeton artist from Puerto Rico, Huayna. Uh, a lot of people from, you know, from Freestyle Mania, you know, bunch of people. You know, I can tell you right now, but then, you know, they use it, they record it, and they drop it like a single. It's not like a big deal, you know, not big music, you know. It's just, but eventually will happen sometime someday. I haven't had that
Yeah.
luck.
No, it will. It will. Okay, so we're out of time. I appreciate you. How do people follow you? How do people subscribe?
Everywhere, AngelLaCiencia, everywhere. IG, AngelLaCiencia Beats, YouTube, AngelLaCiencia Beats, Twitter. I don't use Twitter a lot, but you know, just AngelLaCiencia. I think one, because someone else got my name, so I can put AngelLaCiencia. So you know how this works. You know how
Yeah.
this works. So yeah, everywhere AngelLaCiencia Beats, you can find me everywhere. You just Google AngelLaCiencia, you will see all my profile. So
Well,
hopefully I say everything, man. Is that people have questions or something, just like they can hit me up, you know, like every time.
well, we appreciate that. Thank you so much. Much continued success to you. Hope we can catch up, next year and talk more.
Will be a
Follow
pleasure.
him. I'll be back same time, same place next week at same time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dame and Aaron alternate on Mondays at 3 p.m. as well, Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. It's always free for the people who are wondering if they can watch this, if they miss part of it. Yes, you can watch it on all of BeatStars socials, and I will upload it in 2 weeks to my YouTube channel as well. I just need time to edit. Cool. Thank you so much for being a guest. Shout out to
Thank you, man.
everybody.
Thank you to you.
Apparently, you look like Cash Money AP, whatever.
That's what people say, man. That's what people say. Everywhere I post something or do interview, people say that this is Cash
he's an
Money AP
island boy
brother.
too.
Cash Money AP brother. If
There you
I'm a
go.
Cash Money AP brother, I'm the big brother, because he's younger than me. So I'm the
Yeah,
big brother. Then.
he's young. I
I
don't
need
know.
to talk
He's
with my
also
mom or my dad. Let's see what happened there, you know. Maybe
yeah.
I got
You could
family over there, you know.
do your Island Boy video with him. That'll go viral.
Oh, maybe one day if I met him, you know, if I get the pleasure to, you know, to meet him, you know, let's see what happens.
All right. On that note, I think I'm done. This is getting into dangerous territory. Shout out to Cash Money. All right. Peace, everyone. Appreciate you for
See you,
tuning
man.
in.
Thank you, brother.